My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. And I'm a martial artist. Not a black belt, but definitely a martial artist. So we can go ahead and say I'm a martial arts practitioner since I have leveled the floor with black belts. Um, to be honest, most belts are really to hold up your pants, or if you want to open up a school, you need to have one, and I'm still trying to figure that out. But anyway, so I watch a lot of these fights. I watch a lot of UFC fights. I watch a lot of martial art demonstrations, a lot of martial arts people. No one has accepted my invitation to come and demonstrate with me, or as they say in the mat, roll with me or whatever, and that's fine. I'm 45. I had a hip replacement, so it won't be doing a lot of rolling. It's just that simple. And I don't do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu because I suck at it. Yes, I suck at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I was taught it when I was in Delta Company for the United States Army National Guard. However, that shit don't work for me. It's not that it's a bad martial art. It's just that it's new and my body doesn't work that way. And now that I have my hip replacement, Brazilian martial arts is pretty much out. I'm not knocking it. It's just not for me. Alright? Let's just get that out the way right now. So as a martial artist, before I ever learned Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I'm a stand-up fighter. Alright? I'm not a take it to the ground and pound kind of guy. I don't have a problem with people who do that. I have a problem with it not classifying as a fight for me. Because I'm 45, and before UFC and all that stuff, when I was fighting in the streets as a kid, there was no ground and pound. There was, if you go down, you better get your ass back up, because if you go down, they're probably going to kill you. And I was taught that if I go down, I fucked up. So I never go down. And if I go down, I don't stay down that long. So my question is for all of you fighters, you MMA guys, you UFC guys, all you guys who went professional, and before you go any further and before you all start putting in the comments, well, you're not a professional fighter, you never fought in a real fight, blah, blah, blah. I fought from the ages of 6 to 12 when that shit was illegal. Secondly, now that I'm 45, and now the UFC actually has my weight class, this hip, no one will legally ever let me get back in that goddamn ring. Period. So if I gotta fight, it better be in self-defense, because I'm in horrible shape. For a soldier, I'm in horrible ass shape. And I also am not allowed to go over 135 pounds due to the fact that this hip has been saved for now. So we got that out the way. Ground and pounders versus stand-up. That is the question. I think it really depends on the fighter. It doesn't have anything to do with the style. It has something to do with the fighter. A lot of people are going the route of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. A lot of people are going the route of the Gracies versus the route of like Wing Chun or Bruce Lee or Wushu. And a lot of Kung Fu, I'm going to put it out there because I'm more of a Kung Fu guy than a Wing Chun guy, or, well, they're the same thing, but I'm more of a Kung Fu guy than an MMA guy. However, I actually do more MMA than Kung Fu. Because, to quote Bruce Lee, I take the best of everything I've learned, and I keep it. And the shit that I don't need, it's just that. It's shit that you don't need. And, I watch a lot of these videos. I'm watching guys doing takedowns. I'm watching guys doing stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, this is what I was taught. And I found out in the UFC that it's not allowed. So I'm like, okay, but see, in a real fight, you ain't got time to worry about what's not allowed. I'm a little guy. I'm 5'3.5". I'm not a very tall man at all. So a lot of people like to throw us little guys around. Alright? Let's be honest. I've been thrown around a couple of times in a fight. I've still won, but I've been thrown around a lot. At 5'3", $125. Right now I'm like at $121, if that. I've been thrown around to the point of, if I don't get back up, he's just going to come over and beat me up. So I might as well just go back for the ass whooping. Now, the problem with me is that I never say die. And I was like, oh, you got me down? No problem. Back up. Let's go. And I'm one of those guys who I'm built to not quit. Alright? Let's just put that out there. I'm built to not quit. You want to go? We can go. But I hope you're not a smoker. If you're a smoker, let me rephrase that. I kind of hope you are, because that way I have a better chance of winning, because you have a lot more body mass to move around, and you have a lot more breathing. So most people, when they take you down, they go for a scoop, which means they're going to come in like this, or they're going to come in and try to body slam you. Alright? All of those can only happen to you if two factors are allowed. One, you're stupid enough to let that shit happen. And two, if you're not prepared for what happens when it happens. See, here's the thing on that third part that I left off on purpose so I can bring it up. Acceptance. If you know you can't outmuscle someone, you're going to have to accept that. The sooner you accept it, the better your fighting arsenal will be. I know now that I no longer can do tornado kicks from the left. If you watch my other videos for my Power Rangers tribute that I need to really make up for, you'll see I totally fracked that up. But anyway, I hurt my knee. And it was my knee instead of my hip. And I was like, what? But, and I still have knee issues as well. So I have like arterial lap bands or something. And that also impeded my hip. And they were taking me for that. But the real damage was already done to my hip and nobody knew it. Because obviously the medical hospital in Georgia dropped the ball. And no one's on the same page. In hospitals, no one's ever really on the same page. You need one permanent doctor to see you. When I was enlisted, I seen like 3 or 4 different doctors. I had got x-rayed. I got some blue shit in my body, and they couldn't find anything. And going down to McGuire in Richmond, you need a new hip. That's pretty much how that goes. And so I haven't done martial arts respectively in 4 years. This year I actually started going a little bit more hardcore in my training, so if you've seen some of my new videos, you'll see that my left leg does function. It doesn't function to the capacity of Kung Fu Havoc 1, but it does function. So back on track. Grappling, I'm okay with. Getting body slammed, I am not. Getting thrown around, I am not. And I was always taught, and people will say because it's more movie based, that it's not useful. Well, there are things that are movie-based that are useful. I point that out in some of my videos. There are things in the movies that are not useful and for movie purposes only. But, anybody can get lucky. just remember that anybody can get lucky on any given day. So sometimes it's not the best fighter that wins. Sometimes that's some bitch that got that lucky blow in. So I was taught before UFC and shit to ever enter that if someone was tackling you, that you would clap on them. Boom, knees up, elbows down. Elbow targets the shoulder blades in there, if necessary, right in there. I probably shouldn't be showing people that. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack. Also, in a back smash or an elbow smash in this area right here can do a lot of damage. Possibly kill your opponent, so you probably shouldn't do that. But those are the things I was taught. Alright? If the guy's coming in, you may not have time to throw that jab. If he's already in this position and he already has you where he's locked around and his head's right here, it's too damn late for anything else other than to dig your knees into his guts and your elbows into his back. I found out from some MMA guys that shit's illegal. I said, yeah, only in the ring. In the street where I know I can't freaking beat the man by rules, there are no rules in the streets. So, ground fighters versus stand-up. As I said, I'm a stand-up guy. I'm not trying to take that shit to the goddamn ground. I learned that I wasn't a ground fighter when I was in the Army learning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Alright? Now, we didn't pound each other in the face during training. But we did do the clamp, C-clamp, doohickey roll thing. And they always set me with a guy that was like 300 pounds. At the time, I was $130. I couldn't roll that some bitch like everybody else was doing to save my dick. But I could escape him using what I already knew. Drill sergeants and them didn't like that, so they smoked me a little bit. But what I would do, because the guy's sitting on me, is that if I can't do this way, I would pull him forward and ram my forehead into his testicles. Cheap shot? Yes. but I will be the one standing up at the end of the fight. Now we had to go through this drill over. Now, mind you, I'm a $130. He's like 300 pounds. Real tall guy. Good guy. And every time I'd grab him by the lapel, I'm on my back. Don't even know what happened. Just, I'm on my back. So, I know personally I'm better off standing up. So what do you guys think? Standing up versus on the ground? From my personal record, I'm going to tell you straight, I'm not a ground fighter. I'm not going to let you get me on that ground. I don't give a damn what it takes. If I have to hyper knee you to the face and back smash the fucking back of your nail, I'm probably going to be banned from MMA or anything like that. But I'm not letting you get me on that ground. That's just like from what I've been trained. I'm not going to let you get me on that ground. Now, you ground fighters are probably all laughing. Oh, James, you're a big-ass punk, man. You ain't got no ground game. Damn right I ain't got no ground game. But I'm not ashamed to say it. I do not have any ground game. However, you may not have a stand-up game. And that's where you have a problem. I understand that. If you are a fighter, it is very well to be very well-rounded. My words got twisted up in case you didn't catch that. But it is great to be well-rounded. As a martial artist, any martial artist that is teaching you martial arts, the best thing that they can ever give you as advice is that it is best to be well-rounded in every bit of martial arts than to be grounded in just one style. Which is why I don't have a ground game. I'm not grounded in one style, but I know where my weakness is. Alright? Now, you can turn a weakness into a strength if you have someone to practice with you all the time. No one's going to roll with me, and I can't do a lot of rolling now with my hip. The Army's not going to pay if this bitch goes off again. So, I have to be exceptionally careful of what I do. So now I know I can't have no damn ground game. Because, I have no hip. I have let's just put it this way. It's about like this long. So there's a metal hip in there. You know what? I don't know why I'm trying to describe it. I have a fucking picture. Let's keep it real. If I can find the gallery. Oh, fine. Okay. That's not what I'm looking for. I need to delete some of those damn things. Nope. This is why I don't like technology. Smart money would have known where the hell the X-ray picture is, which is something I don't actually know where it is. Bear with me. Is that it? No. Of course. Yeah, there it is. Alright. So if you can see that, which I'm not sure if you can or not, but right there is my left hip. There's a big ass piece of metal in there that goes all the way through my femur. Alright? All the way through my femur. So look at my body here. And if you can see this picture, which you can't. Let's see if I can. Hold on. This thing turn. This is why I hate technology. Oh, mother dick. How do you turn a damn thing? Nope, don't want to see that. Okay. I'm going to zoom in. Gotta try to turn this bitch. Come on. God damn it. I really hate technology. Uh-oh. No, I don't know what that button does. Well, anyway. Again, what the... Jesus Christ. I hate technology. Okay, so... hopefully that's a better... There's a freaking piece of metal in my leg. It goes from my ass to my femur, okay? Because I'm tired of trying to explain and show this crap to people. So anyway, so did you know that the scar is real? the injury is real, and there's not a whole lot of things I'm going to be doing on the ground with this leg all fracked up. So, I have to be more vigilant with my ground game. And for a lot, I don't have a lot of ground game, but I have to be vigilant enough to know not to go down. My hand game I had to pick up. So in the 4 years that I haven't done martial arts, I have been improving my hand game. Just so, like, mostly short range punches, because I'm a short guy. So, jab, jab, short range punches. And if you can get them out there, boom, boom, and these close uppercuts also protect me. So, here, they also put me in danger because they're close to my chin. So, it's a double-edged sword. So you want a longer uppercut or more extended uppercut, but not the Hollywood uppercut. You want, when you're in a real fight, you'll catch on. You'll catch on really quick or you'll get hit. So, boom, boom. Yeah, you want them out there. Then when you throw your uppercuts, if it's close range, if it's long range, so you want to get them up there. And I had to work on my hand game because my legs are out. Now my leg game is going to catch up. That's no question. But my question to everyone watching, which is better, ground and pound or stand your ground? I'm a stand your ground guy. You don't have to agree with me, you don't have to like it, but that's just me. It's my personal opinion that it's better to stand on your own than to be on your back and trying to get up. If you're already up and the guy can't knock you down, then you don't have any worries. But if the guy does knock you down, you need to be able to move fast enough to get out the way. It's not going to be like in the movies where they're coming in for the stomp. It's going to be straight real. They got you on the ground. They're going to drop elbows. They're going to drop fists. And they're going to drop them like this. They're going to drop them like this. And this is not going to stop. It's not going to stop with just the hand. It's going to boom, boom. It's going to slide through. And if you watch enough of the UFC, you'll see them some bitches be sliding all the way through. Boom. So, I don't like pain. I don't know how many people do like pain. Some people live for that shit. I don't mind living for the fight, but I don't live for the pain. So, you have to be able to adapt and you have to be able to move. If you have no ground game, then up your stand-up game. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Stay tuned for the second video. Be seeing ya.